Welcome to the UDP broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends come together and discuss gaming-related topics, offering both informed and uninformed opinions. I'm your host, Luminary Weekly, and I'm accompanied today by my co-hosts, the Nordic Cajun,
Skull and welcome, my friends.
the Eternal Barcode, Aimee,
Hello, I'm a very pretty barcode.
Oh, so pretty.
and from the Emerald Dream, Raina, the Crit Chicken.
Baka. I am totally not in Photoshop right now.
Well, you're putting effort into this shit?
Oh, absolutely. I would.
I just use MS Paint for my bullshittery.
I'm not an MS Painter enthusiast.
You know, I have this
I'm
fancy...
either Gimpy or I am Adobe.
I've got this fancy drawing tablet, and I have yet to use it more than the first day that I got it, and I've been meaning to, but I'm just the tools are confusing me. Anyway, so tonight's we'll be talking about biscuits, NPCs, and
Jelly donuts.
And jelly donuts. Yes, hypocracy. Exactly. That's exactly what we'll be talking about. But before we start, I have to tell you what we're doing as far as here we go. So all of our content will have ads running in and off the podcast, and we do this to support a great organization called the Trevor Project. So what is the Trevor Project? The Trevor Project is the leading organization working to end LGBTQ youth suicide in the U.S. and beyond. The nonprofit operates several programs to help prevent and respond to the public health crisis of LGBTQ youth suicide, including 24/7 free crisis services, research, advocacy, education, and peer support. So what we're doing is that pretty much, because we can't break down the money that we get in that's actually given to us for ads and subs and whatnot, it just they go, we do math, you take money. 10% across all monetization forms that we have will go straight to this organization, the Trevor Project. And if you look in the stream right now, instead of a subscribe button, I actually have a donate button. So we're really trying to prioritize. Hey, let's do something for this organization.
Yay!
So enjoy the ads. Go subscribe. Follow
donate.
us. Oh, yeah, donate. We have a Patreon now, patreon.com/UDB podcast. They're not offering anything other than, hey, you're helping us do the thing that we like, which is talk shit. So
That's right.
If you want to hear us have unhinged rants, join Patreon today.
For those of you that join the Discord or have subscribed to the channel, please enjoy the ping emotes. I'm working really hard to get the follower emotes, so that way all you have to do is follow to enjoy all the ping benefits on Twitch.
Needs more ping.
Indeed.
Always.
So, biscuits. What is this in relation to? There was a tweet put out by Genna Bain about her late husband, John Bain. And if you don't know who that is the incredible Total Halibut or TotalBiscuit, depending on which era that you actually were introduced to his content in. Talking about removing all of his content from YouTube and whatnot, so that way it can't be scraped and used for deep faking John's voice, or TB's voice. We'll just call him TB for now. To push political things. And there's a lot going on with this. Because we're at a point in AI now where nobody knows what is real and what to believe. You can deepfake a face. You can make people say whatever you want to say. And for as childish and silly as it is, that also puts us at risk of disbelief. News syndicates are making AI articles, giving them nothing but keywords about what it's about, and it's generating an article.
Staring at you, CNET.
Programmers no longer have to think up what it is they're programming. They can load it into ChatGPT, get out a skeleton of what it should look like, and fix it. It's some interesting. The whole thing is very interesting. But in the scope of TB, put yourself in that situation where you've lost probably one of the greatest human beings on the planet, and you were married to that. So what happens to his voice? Next thing you know, people are making TB say things like Joe Rogan. If you ever watch CoffeeZilla was actually on Joe Rogan, and it was talking about some of the deepfakes and whatnot that happened to Joe Rogan, and it was eerie. And Joe Rogan had never said any of the things. It was for promoting some product. So this really isn't reporting on TB and the idea that Genna Bain was going to take down all of his content, which, by the way, she has decided not to and to leave it up because once something's on the internet, it's always on the internet. You can't escape that. But
Well, it's not only that, though. It's just, even with the deep fake stuff and everything else, I'm like, you've lost someone that you've loved for all this time, and they've been gone for so long. Are you going to let something that's fake take over the realness that what you had, his actual memory? Are you going to have that all scrubbed to have everything that's fake out into the open take over? I wouldn't.
And it's just a shame that people will go that far just to utilize this. But it's literally the wave of things going on with the AI world, ranging from art to voice to music to everything. Like it's like Lumi touched on it with the whole Joe Rogan thing. It's going to get to a point where once politicians understand how this works, I hate to go political, they'll be able to hire somebody to make this voiceover happen, to make a opponent say something they never said, but it's going to be so accurate sounding that you won't be able to disprove it. Like
yeah.
it's absolutely scary what this AI technology can actually do. And in terms of with TB, it's a voice that's been gone for a long time now. I don't remember how many years he's been
54
gone.
months.
54. It's only been dang.
And the reason I know that is the same month he passed away is the same month I subscribed to Genna Bain, and I have not stopped that subscription since. And I won't either.
I I understand that. Like it's a very sad and touchy subject because people on the internet and in general just don't have a conscience anymore. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care what they do, what kind of ramifications of the things that they do. They just do it because of selfish interest or just pure ignorance,
Mm-hmm.
not considering her feelings, her family's feelings, and the legacy that TB left behind. Like he was literally one of the biggest voices out there for a lot of us because he was creditable. He was strong. He didn't back down. Like if he said something, he stood by it.
Absolutely. To the point where a shady developer tried getting DMCA takedown strikes put against his channel to shut him up over the very valid criticisms that this game was receiving from him.
Oh, was that the werewolf game?
Yep.
Oh God, that was so
I
terrible.
watched him his WTF is on that, and it was the most janky, broken game I've ever seen. Like when you clip through a rock trying to hide from someone and then walk up to the guard you are supposed to stealth around and avoid, and nothing happens, maybe, just maybe, you have made a pile of steaming shit. Don't get mad at the critic because you didn't make a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, critics are not here to blow smoke up your ass. Critics are here to
Yeah, that's
remind you.
reviewers.
Yeah, exactly. Critics are here to tell you what the fuck's going wrong with your game so you can fix it before final release.
Yeah,
And a
like
lot
if
of
you want a nice, happy, like nice thing said about your game, go talk to a reviewer. A critic is not going to give you the happy-go-lucky feels that you want. They are going to be brutally honest, and if you don't like that level of honesty, then perhaps maybe releasing a shit tier game is not something you should be doing.
You know,
and
turning that on its head with the scraping of John's voice or TB's voice, anybody could create their very own WTF is for whatever game it is they want.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's disturbing.
because with how articulate he was, they could gather enough to be able to pull that off.
Well, even just the harassment, like Jenna had received a crap ton of harassment from not just the fan base, but just gamers in general. Like, because, why not? Let's shit on somebody while they're down.
Which
Yeah.
that also brought up something else that made me really mad about the whole situation. It happened after he died, and apparently it's still happening. The subject matter that you sent us to read, the title is "TotalBiscuit's Widow." They don't put any respect on her name at all.
Yeah. Her name is Genna Bain, you fuckheads.
That's right. Say it like it is. Genna Bain, wife of dearly departed TotalBiscuit, would have been a great title.
Or the late TotalBiscuit, or
Yeah.
But
anything other than his wife, like that just dehumanizes her.
And that's something she's been dealing with since he passed away, too.
Well, and what's funny is when you hear him talk about what she did for their team, she was the brains behind the operation as far as like scheduling people when they were doing their Axiom esports. She was doing the scheduling, she was doing the financial stuff, and he was just the marketing, and he was, the big attraction because it's, TotalBiscuit.
He was the voice.
He was the voice, and she was all the brains behind it, and she never got the respect that she should have. And even in his death, people are still diminishing who she is, and it's like, I fucking hate you people.
Let's take that to the next trolley level. And if you can make anyone say anything that you want, there's nothing stopping them from creating recordings and whatnot, really demoralizing her in his voice.
Yeah, and that scares me.
Right.
Because she is such a nice person, and she's really passionate about gaming. She's really passionate about what she does, and she doesn't deserve the bullshit she's been handed by these people. And these people really just need to have been swallowed. End of story.
They should have just ran down the leg. So,
oh fuck yeah, that would have been more appropriate.
So that's kind of what we're getting into. People are using celebrities and their voices and voice actors to endorse things that they didn't endorse. This is on top of, I don't know about you or if you still use Facebook or any platform for that matter. If somebody sees something that somebody says that resonates with them, will immediately just blind retweet without doing any type of investigation as to what it is that we're actually looking at, right? And this is on the political scene. Like, I have family members that will, if it sounds like somebody that is well respected, like, I don't know, Lord Cheeto or anybody like that.
He's not well respected.
Or maybe somebody like Elon Musk, right? Yeah,
equally as much of a fake.
Well, I mean, fake, deep fake. There's all kinds of deep fakes of him. It's weird. And this is on, like...
Yeah, even his degrees are fake, turns out.
So the onslaught of bullshittery that will actually hit us is going to be unreal, because we won't know what is and is not. There are some things that you can hear inside the speech. They're like, oh yeah, no, like that's just totally fabricated. And there's also other artifacts and whatnot, but when those go away, that becomes a problem. And you can't tell what is real and what is not, which means the information that you're fed from any source, for example, say your government, to justify to do something that they really shouldn't do, make someone say something that they didn't say or do, or anything like that.
Well, and what really bothers me, and not even from an ethics standpoint, it's a security standpoint. A lot of companies use voice recognition as a method of authenticating who you are. Will these systems be able to pick up the difference between your human voice and a AI generated voice of you? Because if there's going to be no distinction, then any company that uses voice recognition needs to immediately stop using voice recognition, because it's no longer secure.
Yep. That's another part of authenticating, and hopefully nobody just has voice recognition. Hopefully, pro tip for anyone out there that's dealing with tech, please multi-factor not even just two-factor, multi-factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a code
something you know,
phone.
something you have is the way to look at it.
Because it's eerie how close these AIs can get, because I've seen it on TikTok and on Instagram multiple times. It's these AI voiceovers of Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and
Trump in the Minecraft, yeah.
Yep. And it sounds eerily too good.
So, thankfully for me, I can still easily tell when something is AI generated. Just there's something about the voice that hits too many flags for me.
Mm.
But not a lot of people can just sit there and be like, yeah, that's fake. It's the same as I can look at an image and tell you if it's been photoshopped or not. Having seen a few shops in my lifetime, and that's an obscure reference that I'm going to leave as that. And anybody who listens to this podcast who recognizes it is going to get a little bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
the
that's the
reference.
thing.
I'm still giggling.
But that's the thing. It's having seen a few shops in my time and knowing people's voices. It's for me, it's easy to tell the difference, but I can't say the same for everybody else. There's a lot of people who don't recognize when something has been altered. They don't recognize when what they're reading is fake, because fake news. So when these things start getting pumped out like there's no tomorrow, I won't be surprised to learn that these people just don't know the difference between an AI voice and a human voice. And I'm not about to describe the differences for fear that somebody will actually try to improve AI voice generation to get around that. And then I'll have to figure out a new way to tell when they're fake.
Eventually, it will be indistinguishable, and it's going to be terrible. But this also hits close to home because of the artists that we have in our Discord and the Discords that we're part of that have artists. So, it's very important. In fact, I think, was it Varric who tweeted today? There's another a method out there to try to thwart AI art theft called Glaze, and all the artists are talking about it. Did you see any of that, Amy, or were you still in Botnik land? Great, did you see it?
No.
Cajun?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so what this program does is it takes your artwork and it introduces tiny noise all throughout the image. Right? It doesn't disrupt the image. It just changes the bits here and there. Right? So whenever it's scraped and they try to make AI art out of it, it just makes the resulting AR image unreadable. It is just a mess of colors. I'll see if I can find the tweet in my Twitter, but that's really important. And everybody's like, yeah, there was memes where AI artists are like, hey, can you not use glaze? And the AI artist is like, no, fuck off. It's one of those type memes. It's pretty interesting. Hey, could you stop stealing?
No, I'm good.
I mean, even with ChatGPT, are you really once it gets to the point where it can take and interpret what it is you're asking and give you a relative answer based on whatever probability that's actually there? How will you ever know via text that you're actually talking to a person?
I mean, half of us can't even talk to a real human on the phone anymore, so it's only a matter of time before the AI takes over.
Oh, yeah.
All these freaking robot callers and all that. But it's I hate to make a corny joke out of it, but it's definitely this is how Skynet takes over.
Mm-hmm.
Starts off very innocently with voices and pictures and all this good stuff. Next thing you know, we're looking for Sean Connor.
On Raina's Twitter, I think she put up an image that really resonated with me, which was a computer can't be held liable for the decisions it makes, therefore computers should never be put into management.
Yeah. Looks at Amazon.
So, yeah, no, this, it gets really deep all over the place. And this is also even in the last 2 weeks, Twitch has been in trouble with some of their streamers with deep fake porn of other streamers and other people and whatnot. And I think one of them was like, oh, no, I'll totally help fight this too. And I'm trying to figure out, I mean...
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no,
your mic dropped.
Yeah, there's another the follow up there.
I was trying to get the words. The idea that you can have deep fake porn of someone or something or whatever is weird and unusual because a lot of the stuff that we've consumed for as old as all four of us are, right, has been all consensual, paid, contracted, and whatnot. And now we're scraping faces off of other people, plastering it on existing images, right? And mind you, this is now like, movies and whatnot. Now, no longer just images, like taking pick a random person and put their face on it while they're getting drilled from behind or on top, or
Like
whatever.
Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop.
Like Barney the dinosaur meets Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Now put motion to that, and
Choo choo, chugga 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 chugga.
Good God.
I love you. You. Oh no.
Oh God.
I mean, and this is beyond just celebrities too. I mean, I know Cajun is married. I know, like, so what would happen if you found deepfake porn of Barcode doing barcode things to someone else that's not you, right?
I mean,
Well, rip their cell phone.
it's like, oh great, now you have computer virus.
Good luck. getting
I
that
know
shit
what
out.
happened on Kazaa. You can't fool me.
Oh God! Forcibly giving your computer a virus so you can listen to some MP3s.
Or somebody sending you a link, Cajun, and leads to your wife doing things that she's never done.
Ugh. That's a whole different conversation. That's angry would definitely be the first feeling, and then confused would be second. I was like,
What do you do about it? It's now out in the open. It has a link. Anybody with that link can go see it.
Well, the thing is,
nothing I really could do because it's out on the internet.
Yep. And then
at the end of the day, they could look at fake pictures of Barcode as much as they want to, but I'll know at the end of the day, I'm laying next to him,
Yee.
and that's all that matters. So
Hell
Yep.
yes, please.
enjoy those
Exactly.
fucking pixels. I'm gonna enjoy the real thing, bitch.
Woo! Tell them.
and then
Tell them.
then there comes the harassment on the street for people who think it's real.
Well,
They can go fuck their hats.
yeah, because
I got no time for that shit.
What if it's a
On-
deep fake hat?
Well, they're gonna have to fuck it even harder.
That's a very deep pad, huh?
some of these viruses in the computer and out.
Oh no.
I mean, from a technical standpoint, I find it all interesting. The fact that you can take in multiple inputs and filter it through what is effectively a very sophisticated binary decision tree
Yeah.
based on probability to come to an outcome as a result of whatever it finds close to the end. Right. And that's the whole idea behind artificial intelligence and the way neural networks and deep learning actually works. It's taking in inputs and throwing it through probability and then setting it out. There's even, I think, didn't Netflix release an artificial intelligence based like cartoon?
I don't know, but Discord backtracked on their whole. We're gonna use Chat GPT to read all your messages and listen to all your calls and watch all your video calls.
Yeah, no, like that was scary. I was like, well, because
Hey,
we
what-
I
don't
was like, oh.
Back to TeamSpeak, boys.
Well, and that's the thing. I just paid up my old TeamSpeak server for a few people who still use it a couple months ago. So it was good to the summer. So it's like, oh, I guess we're going back to TS. Nice.
it's not like they won't covertly do there's a trust, and it's in writing that they will not take any of the data put into their data center that we have generated and do anything about it unless it's reported for harassment and whatnot. Right? It's the only time they ever really look at it. So they're
Which
in
is
the
funny
business.
because they don't have a reporting mechanism for harassment.
Yeah. Well, you can block and ignore, and they get a report. That's about it.
That's my point. There is no mechanism to get around that because they don't let you report someone for spam. They don't let you report someone for harassment. They just go, oh, well, you can just block them. How about you remove that person from your platform and grow a pair?
And they have all the data. I don't know the complexities of what it is that they are actually storing, if it's encrypted, unencrypted, plain text, whatever. I mean, they have an entire content delivery network with references to messages and whatnot. There's nothing to stop them from taking that data and scrape across it other than integrity. And if nobody's looking, what's integrity? I think we discussed that in the pre-show. Right.
Yep.
So, yeah, like everything's at risk. The idea that we can add AI to anything is horrifying.
Yes.
Like the idea,
I do not want AI in my fries, please.
its fry is probably the flavor that you like. Well, hopefully it's fry flavored fries. If it tastes like anything else, I'm out. But yeah.
If it
Amy?
tastes like Bender, then we have a serious problem, and you've got an oil leak.
So,
Well, we're boned.
Thank you, sir.
why does my fries taste like Jim Beam? I don't understand. So, well, I mean, that's just what it is too. Like the output generated is like the entire idea of generating content based on prior content that is successful now creates a mean of content that may or may not be successful. Kind of like I think there's even a AI generated Seinfeld show on Twitch right now.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, yeah, it got
Complete
banned.
with racism?
Yes. It got banned
no.
because it did racism. So
Oh, I was
By
gonna
the
say,
way-
did they pull a Kramer?
I don't know. Like I don't know the episode.
Barcode. Speaking of created images, check host chat.
Oh no!
It's beautiful.
Oh, I'm beautiful. Let's put this up in a copy link. I'm throwing this up in chat.
Yes.
For anybody who watches the VOD, you can see me. I'm so pretty.
Oh, so
Oh,
pretty.
It helps if I actually type properly. Oh, so pretty. That's the most singing you will ever get out of me.
You're welcome.
Oh man,
There shall be no more singing from me.
that's going to be turned into a short. So,
Excellent.
yes. So
I
yeah.
require booze for this then.
So just to wrap up the AI conversation, Genna Bain, like, dude, I'm glad you didn't take down TB's stuff. That's fantastic.
He deserves to be immortalized
Mhm.
for his contributions to the community.
Oh yeah.
Don't let the AI take over his spot when you know it's his spot. 100%.
I mean, Blue
Like,
Please and the mailbox and
Yep. I would never have become so passionate about some of the most what come across as some of the most mundane details had it not been for him. Because where's my fucking FOV slider?
Are you one of the folks that get motion sickness? In 3D
No,
games
I
that
just
way?
want to have something more than 70 fucking degrees. I don't play on a console. Don't lock me to 30 FPS because the consoles are piles of shit. Don't lock me to 70 degrees because consoles can't render beyond that for whatever goddamn reason. Let me have 110 plus degree field of view because fuck you, I play on a PC.
Yeah,
Master
that was
Race.
one of his biggest complaints about most games, and I laughed every single time.
You can't get it anymore, but I do have the shirt they were selling on his merch store before he passed. The joining the revolution of 60 FPS, and it's got 59.9.
Not gonna
And-
lie. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
With the picture that I was making, I was tempted to, you know how Patrick Star has the nails or whatever, kind of like the sassy Patrick Star with the fake fingernails. I was tempted. Maybe later I'll do that.
There you go, 59 FPS in chat for
Gorgeous.
you, complete with
Oh look, it's
the
also
golden
on
laugh. The golden laugh, because
Oh.
goddamn, I miss him.
It's on the VOD too. Check that out. He's just floating up along with TB's face.
Woohoo!
So let's move on. We're going to move on to the NPCs conversation. So did we wrap up the last one? I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
AI interesting, AI bad, AI good. Support your artists, etc., etc. Yes, those emotes coming up right now. I wish it would just floated up in order though. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you're watching the VOD, it was supposed to be the Mercy Wings surrounding TB's top hat.
Yeah, if it's at the bottom of the screen there.
Yay!
Yeah, so you at least get to see it. It's just the weird stream elements float. So
We miss you, TV.
NPCs. Square Enix has been in the news lately, and I wanted to talk about it last week because the current CEO has been really pushing that it's going to be a thing. NFTs are happening, and we'd really like you to accept it.
Except these nuts.
Yeah, and they eventually, earlier last year, they hinted in on what exactly it was, and people thought it was going to be like a Parasite Eve revival, which I would have been down for. Like, Parasite Eve is probably one of my favorite games. um, for an IP called Symbiogenesis?
Something like that. Words.
Yeah, Symbiogenesis. And I'm like, okay, well, that's certainly a Square thing to produce. What is it? And it turned out it's actually a game that is going to be NFT based. And I heard that and I just sank. I was like, what are they going to do? In the news, at least since we've been talking about it, since we've been talking and whatnot anyway, like NFT businesses have risen and fallen and rug pulled and everything else. Well, most notably, was it Axie something or other? I wish I would have put those Axie Infinity. That's what it is. Which was probably the most successful Web3 game out there that's Pokemon based. Had all of their money just gone, just done.
Ha ha.
Everything has no value now. They recovered. And that's fine, but it's funny, for something that doesn't have value, NFTs have to be backed by something. So
yeah,
it's
for those of y'all that don't know, NFT stands for not fucking today.
Yeah,
or no fucking thank you.
That too.
Or haha, you lost all your goddamn money, moron.
Pretty much. If you ever listen to Callum Upton or Kira TV or Jonathan Strife Hayes, they're real big on, you're just buying JPEGs.
What about not a fair trade?
Not a fair trade. There we go.
But you're not even buying the JPEG. You're buying a receipt of a receipt that says you own a receipt. Right. You don't even own the product you're buying the NFT for. Like, what the hell is the point?
I mean, I own an NFT. I still probably do.
Well, yeah,
I sold one.
NFTs.
I sold one for $85.
How much did you put into it?
Probably like 10.
Oh well, that you made out.
Hey, you made profit. There you go.
Yeah.
It was a first edition of it, so I was just like, let me just hold on to it and regain some of my losses or whatever. And they're like, oh, let me buy this. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, thank you.
Yeah, I was playing some game. Let me see here. Let me get out of here. I'll tell you what it is. It was called Games.
The funny thing is, you could probably pop something in, like a image or something, into an AI generator and be like, look at this really expensive and rare NFT art that I just came up with in my portfolio. Pay me now, pay pigs.
Upland is what I ended up playing.
I know that NFTs in video games actually have happened before. I think there's something called, I'll figure it out, hold on.
But if any game is based 100% on that, like Activision's trying to do, I can guarantee you they will not see a red cent from a lot of people, including this household.
Well,
I remember the last time I actually played an Activision game.
Well, a lot of these games rely solely on the whales.
Oh yeah,
like the folks who will dump $50,000-$60,000 into your game because they can.
Staring at my DMs for D&D and the amount of money they've given to Wizards of the Coast.
Speaking of, this is not completely on topic, but this is just random happenstance today. Wizard of the Coast and Hasbro are out of their fucking minds when it comes to Magic the Gathering, man. We went to this random card sports shop near the house, and they are selling this new Lord of the Rings pack for $450 for the collector's edition.
Gross.
For the freaking cards. I'm like, I can go get a pack of Pokemon cards for $4.50. Why am I paying 10 times that amount for only 12 packs?
I remember what it is. It's called Big Time.
Oh, Big Time. Interesting.
Anyway, I digress. That was just my jab. Go ahead.
Why was it $450?
It's the new. They have this new Lord of the Rings theme coming out for one of their deck sets.
Uh-huh.
And apparently this big old collector's edition that gives you 12 special card packs or whatever, it's just grossly outrageously overpriced. $450 for 12 packs.
Oh yeah.
We can get 10-pack EBT Pokemon card right now for $45. It's ridiculous what Hasbro and Wizard are doing. And the fact that um, they've made a card called the One Ring. Of course, Lord of the Rings fans know who this is. It's written in the language of the ring itself. They've literally only made one card of it.
Great. I'm going to click on this. It's not going to make any noise, is it?
No, I don't believe so.
People are going to sell their homes to find this damn card, and it's sickening.
No,
Brilliant
but
on terms of the card in and of itself, but the fact that they're just milking this cow for all that it's worth, that's just like, okay, Pathfinder's looking better and better each day now.
with this though, the big time, not only do you have cosmetics that you can buy with NFTs, weapons, the space in which you store your NFTs, and also the titles in the games are essentially NFTs.
Fuck that. No, like literally, like it. No, this is.
No, 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 no.
Well, on that note, let's talk about the fuckery that's going on with Symbiogenisis, right? So they released this bullshit trailer, which I linked inside of Host Chat. If you haven't seen it, you should totally see it. It's about a minute long. It doesn't tell you anything. It's just music and terribleness. I'm like, what is this? What does this tell us? Like, oh, we have a teaser trailer. What does it tease other than you can draw a fucking tree? Like,
The funny thing is, if you go into Big Time's Discord, I actually left the server, but if you go into their Discord, there's a lot of scammers that try to private message you with links to like cryptocurrency and stuff like that. I don't know.
That seems wonderful.
No,
Yeah.
thanks, I'm good.
same thing happened with Sinvicta's. What was it? I forgot the name of his crypto bro server that he was a part of or owner of or whatever it was.
Part of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I got hit by nothing but crypto fucking offers and shit like that, and I was like, no, I'm good. I had to leave for it to like disappear. It was bad. But so Symbiogenesis, first of all, the real kicker is like, okay, so it better have like some of the best mechanics I think I could ever experience. So number one, it's mobile. There's no specs for PC, so it's a mobile game.
Oh,
They released something that said that it's going to have 10,000 NPCs. There is your NFTs. What does it mean to actually have one of these NPC NFTs? It unlocks story dialogue for said NPC, and it allows you to do other things. So they say that you can play the game without ever having to collect an NFT at all, right? But it's going to require you to source information out, because not everybody will have the NFTs needed in order to get the information you need, unless you have that NFT that unlocked whatever it is for that particular person. At which point, if it's up to them if they're going to like disclose whatever it was. So this also curbs a lot of wiki stuff. So like if you're used to like Minecraft or Stationeers, or what's another big one? A Factorio. I've been to the Factorio wiki many times. So it kind of puts a stagnation on that. What value are they actually giving you with these NFTs if it's just based on information? They described it as, I put it in the host chat because it was important. Actually here, I think I still have it up. It's going to be under... what is Symbiogenesis? A completely new form of NFT-based entertainment where 10,000 collectible artworks meet real game utility. And that's just it. Like that's what they're doing. They're selling the story in the form of this NFT. So they've pretty much taken the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and in order to make them useful, it's like you could buy these things and you can unlock the story, in which in turn you can sell that NFT once you're done with the story to someone else who wants to experience it. That's where they're trying to get you to generate all the revenue and passing it around. There's also locked in features that having these NFTs do for you when playing the game. One is the login bonus. There's the two different types of NFTs in that sense. There's the campaign NPC NFTs, and there is the NPC NFTs. And you get membership rank for owning these on a daily basis for just logging in, along with doing whatever the fuck else they decide to do with that. And it's only as good for as long as the season is available.
So once the season is over, those NFTs are null and void, or are they just
I think it was. I think it was talking like it still does stuff, but it doesn't have any function in the current season. And why would I want to buy something that's useless? At which point you've already devalued the product. Like what good does that do unless somebody wants to experience the story? And that's a hard sell too, because quite frankly, lately SquareSoft's or Square Enix's storytelling has been kind of garbage. Like,
that entire conversation? All I heard was nope, 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 nope,
oh yeah,
nope,
no,
nope,
anything
nope,
was
nope, nope.
like it should. You know what? It should just for this podcast, we should probably just rename it to nope, 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 nope.
Yep.
Like just whatever that is, just the end sound.
No.
So
Like the yip yips, but nope instead.
yup. I mean,
All together now. Nope, 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 nope.
Nope, 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 nope.
Nope,
Yep,
nope,
yep,
nope,
yep,
nope,
yep,
nope,
yep.
nope, nope, nope.
So it's disappointing all the way around. And Mishuda, I think is his name, is still pushing. It's like, oh, we hope that you enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to feed into it. The most they're going to get from me is probably ad revenue from watching their YouTube trailers. And that's it. Because as it stands right now, with it going straight to mobile, that means gameplay is going to be limited. And even if they port it over to PC, it's going to be as limited as the mobile version. They didn't do much integration. They were looking to shovel something out to get into the NFT space with narrative engagement NFTs, and I can see this going flat.
Like all the other NFT shit that's gone flat. It starts looking like the new pretty bauble in the box, and all of a sudden you just see it turn to dust over and over and over in the form of a giant monkey PNG.
It's so dumb.
It's super dumb. Like the Symbiogenisis link that I gave you is terrible. Like system requirements, supported OS. A recommended browser. Yeah, it's a browser game, of course. They have to use Web 2 to do Web 3 stuff. iOS 14 or higher, and the latest version of iOS. Oh, it's recommended environment is okay. Yeah, so iOS 14 and the highest Android that you can possibly get. The wallet set of support is MetaMask, Wallet Connect, and Web3 Auth. Blockchains used, which is backed on, is Ethereum and Polygon. Yeah, suitable age 18 plus. So they've already locked out a lot of the players.
Which I hate to say on their defense, you really can't have kids buying stuff like that, even with parents' permission. I could see a whole bunch of legal litigation for that. But at the same time, it really narrows your window of people who actually care. You have maybe a group of people between 18 and 24, give or take, that'll probably look into it. Everybody else is either too young or too old to give a fuck.
Let's see here. Yeah, no doubt. So I'm going to read this off to you just to let you know, just to kind of wrap this up before we get into hypocrisy. One of the sections inside of their web app that describes what the fuck Symbiogenesis is called Monopoly and Distribution. It says, to reach the world mission and clear the game's final stage, you must clear all missions and acquire certain items to fulfill the conditions. Certain items being NFTs, by the way. However, finding the item is very difficult and will require players to cooperate. Okay, so now you have to find people who are willing to trade. Okay. Clear the game. Players will need to gather items and information. Multiple approaches are possible. Either monopolize the necessary items as a single player or with close friends or cooperate with various players. Only 3 players will be able to take part in the final mission. Who to cooperate with, who to negotiate with, strategic communication will be required to reach the end. This theme is a reflection of the contrast between Web 2's centralized business model and the decentralized principles of Web 3's embodied by the blockchain technology, which which are here symbolized by the monopoly and share distribution keywords. Can Web 2 and Web 3 live together in symbiosis? No, no, no. That's a spoiler
No.
alert. No. Or
Just
will
get
the
rid of it all.
two approaches so this is like a real experiment by these folks. Like they're hoping by name alone as the illustrious Final Fantasy maker that you'll give them money for this.
Good God, no. Dick's bag eat. What?
Yes.
Jesus.
Put an NFT on that one.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet somebody will at some point.
Oh my God, I'm about to get copyright struck for this. Put you can
No, we're
put
not
that on a
infringing.
put that on a cracker because that's money, dude.
Yes,
sir.
money.
Sir, don't use that term ever again.
Ooh, put that on a cracker.
No, it's from Cracker Official, so you're gonna have to live with that one. So
Mhm.
moving on with Hypocracy. Console exclusives are not going to be a thing anymore. It's written on the wall. It's been going that direction with the inclusion of being able to play anything, anywhere, for any reason, on whatever platform that you want, and being able to have fun how you want, regardless of what it is, has been kind of a mantra around a lot of the game space. I mean, save for Nintendo and its first-party stuff, I think even Halo has made its appearance on PC, and I'm sure with this whole thing going on, if ever asked or if contracted in, kind of like they did with Call of Duty, it could also potentially not be exclusive, which would be interesting. But you've got the idea that we're holding on at a point now where we've got a lockdown on, is it really a monopoly or is it not? Right? So I want you to think about this. What exactly have these companies done more recently, even before this idea that Microsoft wants to buy ABK? Like, to set that aside, let's talk about console exclusives.
Well, it's not. I'm sorry.
Think of the times where that's a thing. Like you had to go and get a console in order to play the game that you wanted to play.
Yeah.
You were going to say something, Crit?
Yeah, I was holding off.
Anyway, the whole there's two things. There's what is it? Different versions of Soul Calibur where you had to do exclusives to play either. I guess it was like what Link, Vader, or Yoda was it or
It was
something? I don't know.
Kratos. No, didn't they?
Kratos.
Kratos is one of them, yeah.
But they had different years, different things, and if you wanted to play all the characters, you'd have to have all the fucking, all of the platforms or whatever in order to play it. If not, just stick to the one that you really want to. But in my case, I've been trying to get back into. I'm not necessarily video games, even though I would like to see on Steam Tales of the Abyss and Kingdom Hearts, every single game. Thank you very much. I would buy them all over again just to play them on the computer, just like they do with Final Fantasy. Thank you. Any case, it's like I was trying to see about rebuying Trigun and Trigun Maximum as far as manga goes and whatnot because I'm a total weeb, right? I go to Amazon, they're selling it for like the omnibus is like $74 and the Trigun 1 that I currently have is $43 for the one copy. Apparently it got discontinued in 2007, so it's hard to get a physical copy. However, Dark Horse decided to be nice enough to put all of their mangas on a app for me, so I can just buy them for $4 instead of $47. Woo!
Nice. Yes, save a tree. Support, yeah. Great.
Well,
Neat.
when it comes to one platform for all, as it were for all games, you're able to play on any platform you want to play. You got to make sure your dead shit works too. I had a buyer's remorse this week. I think I talked with Lumi about it earlier this week. I got Red Dead Redemption 2 on Steam.
Oh,
It was on,
yeah.
it was on sale. It was on sale for $17. I've been dying to play the damn game. I refused to pay $60 for it. And I was like, okay, it's on sale. I can finally buy it. It was on sale on Steam and on the Epic Game Store. I primarily play on Steam because I just play Fortnite on Epic. That's about it. And I was like, okay, fine. I can finally buy it. I can play it. Let's go. The fact that you had to get the game, 120 gig download, by the way, make it install a Rockstar Games launcher on its own to launch the game, and then it be so broken that the majority of people can't play because it cannot initialize the onboard graphics card on its own. Why even put it on computer in the first place? Like, it makes no sense that only a fraction of the people out there, your consumer base, can play it.
Because it's money in the till.
Yeah.
Until it gets instantly refunded like I did. I refunded that game the same day because I tried every single fix that I found on Reddit, on Google, on Bing, on freaking...
Did you say Bing?
I tried everything, Amy.
Good God, you were desperate.
I was trying, dude.
So full disclosure, I use Bing for everything because it gives me points and I use it to buy video games.
Fair. I prefer Bing anyway. Google just they get enough of my attention and my money. But anyway,
and information.
Yeah. So I did everything. It told me to do add this folder and add this file. Try it. Didn't work. Go into the notepad and edit this little thing on there and make sure it goes from Vulkan to DirectX 12. Try that. Didn't work. And try to reinstall the entire thing. Didn't work. Then at one point, one thing said, try to restart your entire freaking OS to see if it would work.
Oh, reinstall Windows entirely?
Yes! I was like,
Gross.
your butt hurts. I'm going to try that. So I uninstalled that bitch, and I got $21 in credit on Steam, ready to burn a hole through my virtual pocket. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Well, Gabe will take your money. The spring sale is on.
Oh, no. Don't tell me that. Open Steam.
So, yeah, that's another example, I think, because it took a while for a PC version of Red Dead 2 to actually be released. And what's interesting about that is that when it comes to consoles versus PC, regardless of who owns an Xbox or who owns a PlayStation or who owns a Switch, you can just about count on when you program when manipulating memory that the hardware is going to be the same all the way across the board. You know exactly what the processor is going to do. I think someone had actually said when it comes to developing solely for the PC, accommodating for the supreme shitload of configurations that there are, it's incomprehensible between drivers and interfaces and everything else. Like, it's not consistent. The architecture that you're actually working with, right, depending on how low level your code is in your engine manipulating memory, it's a big deal. And for try as they might, like a highly optimized engine that was written to run on Xbox and manipulate memory in Xbox doesn't necessarily translate well out into PC. And that's part of what you were experiencing. Again, it's also another console type exclusive thing because that one was exclusively on consoles, not PC.
I mean, I understand that, but it seems like such a massive problem that the entire PC fan base has had to deal with. You would think by now they would have fixed it, especially with a game that's as big as Red Dead Redemption 2, especially if people are still playing it online as well.
I'm going to put this out there just because. Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, no.
They refused to fix that game for PC. The modding community did. And then I think they finally released a patch for it, including the mod community fix.
Stairs and space engineers. God damn. So completely unrelated to everything tonight. I was watching somebody stream today, and they made a comment about space engineers, and then they went to the lead developer, the guy who founded the Keen Software House, I think, his blog, and my God, is that guy arrogant as fuck. He has a blog post about how if you program X number of hours a day by this amount of time you have been programming for whatever that amount was. He starts off with just, basic obvious math of I've been programming longer than some people have been alive. Okay, I've been shitting longer than some people have been alive. I mean, look at all the babies that were born today, you fucking moron. But then he goes on his super turbo arrogance of convincing himself that he has been programming for 10 hours a day for X number of years. And it's like, you are so full of yourself. And then he goes on another blog post where he absolutely rips into all of his staff, basically calling them unqualified losers. I was like, oh my god, you are every example of what not to be as a boss.
Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you on the way out, you bitch.
That's why I like to play Empyrean more than Space Engineers. Yeah, Space Engineers has a bunch of really cool technical stuff you can do, but if I want turbo technical, I'll just play Stationeers. Or I can just play Empyrean to build shit and have fun.
Or just watch Bomber Demers content.
Yeah, that works as well.
Yeah. He's all about it. He was doing that earlier today. He was doing some really cool stuff.
Yep, I was watching and bugging him.
So yeah, so console exclusives. That's a thing. And
sorry, that was a huge tangent.
Oh no, I mean it's interesting because I think Stationeers. So like it's kind of all over the place. Like I understand there was like while this whole exclusivity thing is going on, like Sony just signed a console exclusive for another game from another developer. I forgot which one it was. Like Bloodborne, I would kill for Bloodborne to be available on some other platform.
I'm right there with you. Holy crap! I would love to play Bloodborne on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
PC, Xbox, something, or the Switch. Heck, I'd play it on the Switch. It's old enough; it should work on the Switch. I wouldn't say Elden Ring would. I think Elden Ring would make the Switch melt. But
in your hand, it's you die.
Yeah, pretty much. So. Yeah, it's the console exclusivity thing just has to stop, and I think there's a lot of hypocrisy in the fact like you can't do that. That is monopolizing. Meanwhile, in the shadows, like making other deals to be console exclusive for their console, like it's dumb. If it was first party products, okay, totally understand that, right? I don't think Sony does. Sony have a first party product line at all for the PlayStation?
No clue.
I don't think so. Cajun, can you recall?
Not that I'm aware.
I was going to say Crash the Bandicoot, but that's not true. That's actually done by a different company. Reina?
Honestly, I don't think I could be wrong, but no, isn't the same people that make Spyro?
No, it's I don't know who makes Spyro, but it's not Sony.
Yeah, they used to have it with like Genesis, but they branched out since then.
Yeah, Sony hasn't had like their own shit in a long, if ever. Honestly, now that I think about it,
I can't think of a single Sony Studios game that has been released that was developed like Nintendo, Mario, Zelda, Metroid. Like you can name them off all on your hand. Microsoft and their Xbox series, right? You've got Halo and Halo.
Yeah. Master Chief.
Yeah. So you've got that. So what exactly are they doing? Why don't they start making some first party stuff? I know that they're too busy collaborating with Disney to make more Avengers and Marvel movies, which is fine, I guess. But
they just go where the money is. They really do.
I just think that it's interesting that they're like, you can't do that. That's a monopoly. And they're doing it themselves with smaller companies, making exclusivity deals.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Pretty much. And is Call of Duty is it really carrying Sony?
Is it?
Probably not. I have no idea. It's a very uninformed opinion.
Yeah, I remember the last time I played a Call of Duty outside of maybe zombies every now and then.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you expect from a music company?
Hey-o.
What?
Hey.
I mean, you're very true on that.
Well,
I should know. My neighbors actually had a bunch of Sony, platinum records on their freaking walls in their living room. It's like, okay, buddy, get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Well, since it's time to face the music, let's go for some round table action. Cajun.
Hi.
What you got going on?
Let's see. I kind of touched on the pre-show. We'll go over it again. I am doing a not-so-quiet protest on my streams for a little while. as long as I can do it, I guess. I am going to be adding some wonderful drag makeup to my face as I play games. This Tuesday, we are going to be still continuing our Ditto hunt. So our theme is going to be the Blue Blob Boy in terms of what I'll be wearing. I can't wait to try it out. Also, I posted a picture of it earlier in the general tabletop picture, but I finally got my hands on the core rule book for Pathfinder.
I saw that. I was going to ask you about that.
I am already chomping at the bit to actually learn more about it because just the few first pages I read in this, I was like, oh my god, there's so many things players can do in this game. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fit. I can't wait. And I've already come up with two NPCs. Just in the initial core book alone, I've come up with 2 NPCs. So I'm excited about that. And anything else humongous happening right now? Not really. Those are the 2 biggest going on right now. I'm just looking forward to expanding my horizons and my creativity as any way I can do it, be it virtually and in real life on my face. Don't take that out of context. And and
Oh my.
My face, where MySpace and Facebook meet.
Oh no.
the fact that doesn't exist yet is beyond me. Right, to get on that, trademark that.
Come on, everybody, join my face.
Come to my no.
Oh, I'm dead.
Click
Oh,
my
God.
referral link in the description
Oh
below.
my god.
Which
Whoa.
which shinies you hunting this week or hoping
Oh,
to collect?
no.
Well, Ditto is the main project right now. It is the main project, and I was going to wait until Tuesday to say what happened this past week, but Friday I actually had a surprise happen on the game.
Save it for your stream. People need something to look forward to. That's where your announcement is.
I would just say it was a random happenstance across the board for everybody involved. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Nice. Raina, what you doing?
Same thing I do every week. Lumi,
Try to take over the world.
try to piss people off on Twitter.
And I assume that's what Barcode's going to be doing. Any new games you're looking forward to? I know that you are looking forward to those old retro games.
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to more if they actually release them on they're being teases because they have the Final Fantasy games. You know, Lightning comes back. Final Fantasy 2, 1. What is it? Legend of Mana and all the other. I'm like, give me Kingdom Hearts. Give me Kingdom Hearts. Give me.
Gimme.
Kingdom Hearts.
But I was also going to get into Nordic with your makeup stuff. Just remember, if at any time you feel insecure, just think of how your forefathers and your forefathers would actually react to that, because back
And they
when
used
they
a lot of blush.
yes, and high heels and frilly shirts and wigs, and
I don't want to wear the pirate shirt.
you're going to.
Oh, trust me. If I had everything I wanted at my disposal, I would be in full wig and costume on Tuesday. There's no shame on this body right now. That is not an issue. I can't. I am excited. I can't wait.
Sweet.
All right, be right back.
Barcode, what are you doing?
Bouncing Kerbals off the ground, hoping to play some more Far Cry 5 with Reyna. And I have also been playing Civil Rights Violator. I mean, Patrol Officers Police Simulator. Civil Rights Violations 101. I occasionally lose good boy points because I am not a good cop. And I like to overstep my bounds all the time because it's funny. And actually, the game is so poorly developed. It's full release. It was in early access up until last year, I think. That traffic jams happen for the sake of happening. Cars will sit at green lights, all while you're trying to get them to actually move. And generally, it's very broken but very fun.
It's like Goat Simulator, but police.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Mel.
Kind of sounds amazing.
Oh,
And terrifying at the same time.
It's just it's definitely a thing that exists on the internet, or that exists on the Steam's page or Steam store.
That you are partaking in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Oh, did you bring up what I sent you, Amy?
Did you see
No.
that thing I sent you?
Did
I
you
have
get
not.
those games I sent you?
Did you see the
Yes.
thing that I sent in host chat?
Yes.
I love it.
The extras can be used towards Rubens.
Oh, Ruben. I want a Ruben so bad. So what is Lumi doing? Because we know
Lumi, what are you doing this week?
we got botnicking, we've got gaming, we've got dragging, and Lumi is going to be trying to focus more on his Space Walmart project and X4 Foundations. The Zen have currently decided that they wanted to start messing with me, so I'm now pumping out destroyers to destroy. Other than that, I've been playing Wo Long. It's just as hard as I remembered Neo being. If not, the timing is just out there. So it's like Dark Souls, Neo, and Sekiro had a weird threesome baby, and that's what this game is. Don't have any interest in the story, and the progression's kind of weird. Other than that, still doing stuff in the Discord, still trying to do stuff for the podcast. I need to write our website. It's on the list of things to do. I might get that done before 2030. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, no, like there's just a lot to do, not enough time, and I enjoy my sleep, so I will do that instead. So, other than that, be on the lookout on Twitter for updates from me on whatever's going on with the UDP broadcast or the content that I produce alongside of it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, go give us some Patreon love, all that good stuff. If there's an About section on the platform that you are currently enjoying our content on, chances are you'll have links to all of that or ways to support us, because supporting us also supports the great Trevor Project.
Woohoo!
So by supporting us, you are supporting other folks. Even if you don't give us a single dime, just partaking upon the ads still benefits. So, other than that, I'm done. Any last words from anyone?
I don't want to go to work tomorrow, but I have to.
I'm going to sleep so hard as soon as I'm done tonight. You have no idea. Not this podcast, because I still have to deal with Space Walmart. But anyway, no, dude, like Space Walmart. If you haven't I've been trying to stream a lot more often, like on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I'm also trying to find a schedule that's good for me. Wednesday for sure, to kind of like be sandwiched in between the Nordic Cajuns content, because he is shiny hunting, and I like being there to support my folks. Which, by the way, if you two decide to start streaming, I will be there for you too. So I will make the chat lively and press all the sound buttons.
Lumi is the best cheerleader when it comes to shiny hunting, man. He is the hype train when he comes in.
That's right. He even has like a little sound of, the noise, whatever it is, like the sound horn. Yeah, yeah, that. Surprised the barcode didn't have that in his soundboard.
I'm shocked too.
I really don't.
I know.
No. I have this one. Oh wait, it didn't play, did it?
Nope.
No, it did not.
Oh my god, I'm on the wrong input. That's why. God damn it.
Oh.
Good thing I was not trying to use that all night, because I'd be like, what the hell's not working? I do have this.
Onward to glory.
Oh, is that Emperor text-to-speech?
No, that's Warhammer 40K, one of the video games. No, if you're looking for Emperor, if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, you would be looking for maybe Rogaldorn saying yes.
Yes.
Or no.
Yeah.
I thought that was Bombardier.
No, that's where he got it from. And then of course there's the Emperor, who's just done with your shit.
Well, hell to the fuck no.
Yes.
Yeah, big shout out to the people who made that. You can find them over on Google, on YouTube actually. You can look up if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. Unfortunately, it's no longer in production because Games Workshopped, but it's still on there and still a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Other than that, join the Discord. I have a news bot. It stays populated all the time. It's been flooded with Diablo 4 stuff. It's ridiculous. I think just
150 or 300 articles, was it?
And not specifically on Diablo 4, because you had to weed out all the other stuff, like gamer rant stuff. Zelda player makes mashed potato sculpture of iconic so forth. Like, you have to wade through it to find meaningful stuff. But there is stuff in there for folks that are interested in mashed potato sculptures of, Zelda stuff, I guess. So, yeah, there's something in there for everyone. I think I even added in a new RSS feed for T4 Silly. I can't remember which one it was at this particular point. I know it doesn't have pictures, so it kind of uglies up my feed. Let me see here. Well, no, it's like you got all these awesome pictures, and then it's just like, here we go. Is it? This is from The Verge. So, and not even that's game related, so I'm kind of in between letting it stay or not, because sometimes they have some really good stuff, and other times it's like, eh. So, other than that, enjoy the content. We'll see you again, potentially next week. And for another episode of the UDP broadcast, episode number 27.
Yay! So long,
Killing it.
everybody.
Good
Yay.
night, chat.
Late.